Hello, welcome to your first typing lesson. Today we're going to be covering how to type capital letters. You may notice that your keyboard, if you look down at it, has all capital letters on it. But when you type the letter, it's going to show up as lowercase. So there's a couple of tricks that we need to do in order to type capital letters. So the first thing you're going to do is actually open up this document here. So go ahead, you're going to click on it and it'll download the document and it's going to pop right up. Now what you're going to want to do is move it over a tad bit. Click on this and move it over and make sure you can still see the video. So that way you can watch and follow along with me. So as I change my document, you're going to be changing your document as you watch the video. All right, now we're going to take a little bit. I'm going to open this up and we're going to go through how we type capital letters. Before we get into actually typing, I want to show you what keys you're going to press and how it's going to work when you're typing a capital letter, okay? So to type a capital letter, you are first going to hold down the Shift key. I like to use my pinky or my ring finger to do so. So you're going to hold down the Shift key, and then you're going to click the letter that you would like to make capitalized. So if I'm going to capitalize the A, I'm going to click A. If I'm going to capitalize D, I'm going to click D. If I'm going to capitalize R, I'm going to click R. Okay, now notice there is a Shift key on both sides of the keyboard. So there's a Shift key right here and a Shift key right here. So when you go through to type a capital letter, remember, you're going to hold down the Shift key and then you're going to type the letter you would like. Make sure as you are typing that letter, you are still pressing the Shift key. If you don't, it will not make it capitalized. Now that you know how to type capital letters, we're going to go ahead and practice them. So what you're going to do is you're going to have this document open and you're going to follow along with me as I type. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is type 3 capital A's with spaces in between each of them. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your cursor down. Make sure if it looks like it's here, make sure that you press that space bar. Okay? Now we're going to type a capital A. So the first thing you're going to do is hold down that Shift key and you're going to type A, hit the space bar. Hold down the Shift key again, type A, hit the space bar. Hold down that Shift key one last time, press A, and you don't need to press the space bar after this. Now, if I'm ever going too fast and you need to catch up, the great thing about this being a video is you can pause it simply by clicking on it. So go back to the page, click on the video, and catch back up. Then when you are caught up, go ahead and rejoin me. Okay, now we're going to type this sequence. Now I want to put 2 spaces just to separate it a little bit more. Now I'm going to type 4 capital A's, 2 lowercase a's, and then 3 capital A's again. So Shift A, Shift A, Shift A, Shift A, then 2 lowercase a's, lowercase a, lowercase a. Remember, you can just type a lowercase a just by hitting the A key. Now 2 capital A's. Capital A with the Shift key, capital A with the Shift key. Good. So now we're looking at B. So we're going to do 3 B's, each with spaces between them. So we're going to press the Shift key, the space bar, and we're going to press the Shift key as we type in B, Shift key after the space bar, Shift key B, space, Shift key B. Alrighty, make sure you're holding down that. Go ahead, pause, and catch up as you need to. Alrighty, now let's look at typing again our 4 capital B's, 2 lowercase b's, and 3 capital B's. Okay, so what you're going to do is hold down that Shift key again, type in capital B, capital B, capital B, capital B, Take your hand off the Shift key, press the B key again for 2 lowercase b's, lowercase b, lowercase b, and then 3 capital B's by pressing down the Shift key and hitting B 3 times. Great, you've done this now for 2 letters. Now we're going to go ahead and look at C, D, and E, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to type in a capital C by pressing down the Shift key and pressing C, spacebar, Shift key C, spacebar, Shift key C, spacebar. Okay, now on to that string of letters. So we're going to do 2 spaces in between. Shift key C, Shift key C, Shift key C, Shift key C. No Shift key, press 2 C's, Shift key C, Shift key C, Shift key C. Alrighty, now on to D. We're going to make sure we have a space in between. Shift key D, Shift space, Shift key D, space, Shift key D, space. Alright, next one. 2 spaces, Shift key D, Shift key D, Shift key D, Shift key D, lowercase d, no Shift key, lowercase d, Shift key D, Shift key D, Shift key D. Alright, on to E. Shift key E, space, Shift key E, space, Shift key E, space. Alrighty, last one of these. 2 spaces, Shift key E, Shift key E, Shift key E, Shift key E. No Shift key, lowercase e, Shift key E, Shift key E, Shift key E. Okay, now let's look. A, B, C, and A, B, C. Let's try it. Shift key A, Shift key B, Shift key C. Lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase c. Shift key A, Shift key B, Shift key C. Alrighty, now we're going to do this as you would for a document. We're actually going to type in sort of a sentence. You may notice that it's missing punctuation. Very good. We're going to get to that in another lesson. So what you're going to do first now is press the space bar, and you're going to hold down the Shift key as you type in the T for the. Now take your hand off the Shift key and type in the rest of the word. T, H, E, space bar. Type in C, A, T, space bar, R, A, N. Alrighty, now let's do the next one. Okay, she met Bill. Space bar, capital S by holding down that Shift key, H, E, space, M, E, T, space, B, I, L, L. All right, now that we have that, you are going to go ahead and press the next button on your screen. It'll look like this down here. Okay, so when you press the next button, what it's going to have you do is go to the next page. Okay, and on that page you're going to see a document like this. Okay, and you are going to be practicing typing those letters. When you're done with that, you can press next, and you're to do the same thing again, but with some different words. So remember, this one's your practice. The next one is going to be a little bit like a quiz, but don't worry. Okay, you'll get this. All right, go ahead, move on, and I'll see you real soon.